think we're there. I think we're live. Hi everyone, are we live? I think Derek said last time, are we live or is this Memorex? I think Derek was showing his age. There we go, I'm just looking at, yeah. I wasn't going to look down and see if people are joining, but because we had a little technical issue there earlier, I think it would be a wise thing to look. I just got a thumbs up there, and that was from 10 seconds ago, so I don't think you're saying thumbs up to what I'm just saying now. But that's really good. Look, I'm going to crack on. I'm not going to waffle. I think this is working. And what it's going to do, Michaela's going to let me know if it's working behind the scenes. Yeah, you know, I said at exactly 6 o'clock that I'm going to announce that I'm going live in 30 to 40 minutes. And you know what? I wasn't even home then. Right. Michaela and I, we were about maybe 200 meters away. We hadn't even pulled up on the drive, and I said, no, we're doing this because I'm not only testing if I can talk directly to camera and off the cuff. I want to see if I can act fast and do it. And you know what? I failed. I failed. I'll tell you why I failed and why you heard a little nonsense. And I hope there wasn't a swear word. I'm sure there wasn't. I don't swear around the house that much. But I had a webcam plugged in to a brand new webcam plugged into one of the ports. And I think the microphone was attached to that. And it had taken the preferences away from that one. So that threw everything out. But that's what I want to do here. I really want to stress test the whole situation because I've got to be fast. Okay, Michaela is just saying a new sign. She is saying a slight lip lag. All right. Now, this may be Michaela's laptop, and she doesn't have the most powerful laptop, and I will set her up with my one. So if there is a slight lip lag, I think she's just passed me a tongue twister, the little devil. A slight lip lag. If there's a slight lip lag, then let me know, and I trust you more than I trust her laptop. No offense. All right. But yeah, listen. The reason you saw that that screen up before, and you know that is actually like a shield, because if I didn't do that, I would just go live, and it would come up on your device like this, like I really wouldn't know what's going on, and my live is it started and everything. So that is a shield for your protection. And what I actually wanted to do was have music behind this one this time, and say, you know, and play. Actually, I wanted to play Under Pressure, but only we've only just come back in the door. I googled just before to see if I could actually play, you know, 10, 20 seconds of Under Pressure, and I don't think I can. So that's why you had me singing behind the screen. But listen, thanks everyone. I'm sure there are some people. Oh look, Jeff Dixon just said no lip lag at this end, and I know he's in Cyprus. So if it's good enough for Cyprus, it's good enough for my living room. So get a grip, wifey, of your equipment there. Now I'm gonna set her up. But listen, I just want to cover what happened on Thursday, some of the feedback, the lessons I've learned, and just say what I've done from Thursday to today. And I want to see whether or not I can speak off the cuff. I probably won't. I mean, obviously I have to talk about my Cyprus issues, and that's what it's all been about. I've just heard a bing going on in the other room. When I look back at this, make note, turn off all devices. Yeah, look, I got a lot of feedback on Thursday from family and friends, and I just want to let you know what that was. You know that I'm taking that to heart. The number one was look into the camera, and as you know, I was looking around to see whether or not I'm actually live, And then I was getting a bit excited because, you know, even though I just said like this one, half an hour to go, that there were people actually following me. So I've got to look directly into the camera. And what I'm doing, obviously, is that I'm going to get Michaela to check the chat. I want these streams to just be 15 minutes long. I don't want to impose on all your lives. And if I can't summarize what's happened to me in the last, you know, say 3 days in 15 minutes, then I've got to practice more. Okay, thank you. Michaela's come in with another sign. It says 5 minutes. I'm already 5 minutes into this. So I'm behind, I'm waffling, obviously. So I've got to look into the camera. And for that, I'll have to trust my producer, or whatever Michaela, to, you know, to monitor what's going on in the stream. And for that, we now have standard operating procedures. She will come in with signs like she just did. One saying feedback, and I should look at the feedback of what's going on. Another one saying frozen, and that was what she did on that first live stream. We hadn't written that. We had done a lot of rehearsals of the equipment and everything like that, but I hadn't actually thought, what's Michaela going to do in the other room? And then she came running in with a big sign saying frozen, and there was actually a technical issue. I didn't turn off and on the computer, so it was frozen. She's done another sign saying sound. So if the sound level is wrong, she'll say that. And then she's going to give me 5, 10, and 15-minute notifications like she just did. Oh, and another one, we just added at the bottom, troll. If the troll comes in the forum, then I've got to look down and deal with the troll and eviscerate the little guy. But looking forward to that, my first troll. But you know that's wishful thinking. But I am actually broadcasting not just to my friends, but I've made it worldwide. You know, I'm way in the deep end. I honestly, we're doing this. The second one, was talking about the 10-second delay. I don't care about that now because Michaela's doing that, so I don't even have to look at that. I don't have to worry that there's a 10-second delay. And one chap did come back and he said, "Oh, Connor, no, you could probably narrow that down to 7 seconds, but every live stream there is a delay." So I'm chuffed to bits. I'm normal, so that's brilliant. Now it gets personal. Touching my face. What was that all about? Did you see it? I was touching my face. I was like this, and I'm scratching away, and I'm like, you think I had fleas or something? Oh, honestly, back in the day, before Cyprus, BC, I used to play a lot of poker. And, in the 90s, I used to go to Vegas a lot. And if I saw someone doing that, I think the guy's bluffing or he's got a royal flush or something. Touching your face all the time. So if you see me touching my face now today, please in the comments, just shout out face. And if I can't get that under control, I'm going to wear oven gloves or something. Giggling like a schoolgirl. Giggling like a schoolgirl. You know who wrote that, and I'm not looking down at the stream, and I bet you're watching now. Thanks, mate, for letting me know that I was giggling like a schoolgirl, just because I've asked people to say hello, Connor. And then when a friend who I talk to every day said hi, Connor, in this format, I was giggling like a schoolgirl. So that was the feedback from the first live stream, and I learned a lot, and I've really doubled down on that now because we've had a very busy day, and I just wanted to run in, test the equipment, as it happened, and I failed, but it's all good training. If it ain't raining, it ain't training. But I went live with my my videos on Thursday, and it's like when I did that live stream, I had just given birth. I had just given birth to 2 videos, twins, and I was still in the delivery room. And I'm talking to everyone. I'm going to calm down now. And I was talking to everyone, and I still had all that going around in my head, as well as all the, oh my God, I can't post to both my Facebook page and the Beyond Contempt page at the same time. So it was a weird sensation. but it was good. I really, I hate to say I enjoyed it because this is a very serious subject, but it's not, I'm on a high. I'm on a high since going live. I'll come on to that about how I feel today. But we did that video on Thursday. And yeah, Michaela and I, we had a glass of wine afterwards. And it was a real good feeling, I honestly felt lighter. I felt, I'd given birth to these little babies, and they were out there in the wild. They're out there on YouTube, and they're being shared on Facebook. They've got their own little lives of their own now. I have to keep checking in on them. There's comments coming in all the time, yeah, it was good. It was good. Oh, Michaela said 10 minutes. I've only got 5 minutes. This is going to be a 20-minute, guys. I tell you, turn off your television sets and go do something that's boring instead. If this is the thing, but I'm a third into this, to be honest. So I am waffling. Yeah. After that first live stream, what was it like? We sat on the sofa. Well, actually, I tell you what the funniest thing was. Michaela came running in with that sign saying things frozen, and I said, Michaela, what would have happened if I had said something defamatory? What what would you have done? And she said, I said, would you have thrown something at me? Because we didn't practice this sign situation. And she said, oh no, straight away, I would have turned the power off. I said, what, you come in and you turn the power off to the computer? And she goes, no, at the fuse box. And I was a bit impressed, and I thought, okay, you know how to do that. And then I did it. Right, show me right now. How do you turn the power off? Okay, Connor's saying something defamatory. Turn the power off. Run. And she jumped up from the sofa, and she ran over to the fuse box of the house. And I says, come on, defamation. Turn the power off. Which switch is it? And she went there, and she says, oh, it's them two red ones. And I'll turn them down. I said, congratulations, love. You've just turned off the cooker. She would have turned the cooker off. And that's it. I would have still been ranting away. So we would have been left with a huge bill for defamation and some frozen chips still in the oven. Oh my God. But yeah, we know the action's on. I know I've got some army buddies in here, and because of that, I got a lot of army lingo back in my lexicon. And the action's on. If I said anything really bad, say if I started engaging someone here, and Michaela didn't like it. Well, at the moment, and we're early days, but she would pull the cable out of the router and just cut off all internet access. So everything here would be preserved, but that's what would happen. So if suddenly the lights went out like that, you know it's her and not me. But yeah, that was Thursday, and it was really serious. As everyone knows, I'm in contempt of court for what for just telling my story in Cyprus. I'm just going to get a glass of water. And these people are bullies and they're thugs, and it's never stopped me. I never took down my websites. If you watch my videos, you'll know that by now. But we know there's going to be pushback to what I'm going to do here. But that evening, actually, on Thursday, we had a knock at the door. It was obviously it was nothing good, But we were sat there, and it was 9 o'clock at night, and it was like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and we're like, whoa! And Michaela said, "Oh, that was quick." right? And we laughed, and then while we're walking to the door, we realised, oh yeah, it was Amazon. I had ordered a webcam that day. In fact, that's what ruined the opening here. It was plugged in. Yeah, it was Amazon at the door, but that was Thursday, and it was a relief. And but I still had comments to deal with on Thursday. Friday, I said to you on the live stream that I'd spend Friday on Twitter. That didn't really happen. I started Friday like that with all good intentions. I crafted 6 tweets and I put that up on the Twitter, and I was going to show you, but I haven't had time. And so I put that up on the stream. 15 minutes in now, and I'm only on Friday. But listen, I put that up on the Twitter, and feedback. She's saying I've got to address the feedback. Of course. Let me scroll down, all right? Because I've done tutorials for this, and you must talk to your audience and acknowledge them. Brian, hi. Jason, hi. Look at all these people. Yvette, hello. Angela, hi. Jeff, this way, and just people coming in. It's all good. Marvellous. Thank you. So there are people in. Now, I didn't know how many people are actually watching last time. So where's that written? Up there. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter, because that video I did on Thursday, I don't know, it's had hundreds of views since I stopped going live. It had its life of its own. So Facebook even allows people to continue to comment as they're watching it. So I didn't know that, and so there's hundreds of views. I knew that, but I didn't know people would still be commenting and saying hi. 2 or 3 days later to something that was posted on Thursday. So it's all learning. But Friday, yeah, I did the Twitter thing, and what I did is I said I started to look at I started to follow about 350 people. That was my first thing. No, first thing I did was craft some tweets, and I put that on my timeline on my page. And then I started to follow about 350 people, and then about 25, I think, started to follow me back. So they instantly would have seen them, but I didn't engage in with the politicians and journalists like I said I would. Hopefully, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So tomorrow will be Twitter. But I tell you what distracted me was Facebook. So that little advert I put up on my page, which was 2 minutes and 20 seconds, giving a little sort of monologue to the camera. That little advert, Facebook said to me that you can promote that for £15. And I thought, I'll do that. In fact, I spent 20 quid on it. And you can do the demographics, and you can say exactly who you want to see it, which areas, what sort of professions, what interests they're into it. So we did that, and God, that was good. That was a great exercise. So we made loads of contacts, and Greek Cypriot contacts, as well as British contacts. I mean, it was really good. And for 20 quid, I mean, if you're in Cyprus, 20 quid wouldn't get you 4 pints of lager up the West End, and I would have bought these people a pint of lager just to have met them. And so their contacts, they may even be watching this now, and so that was money well spent. But it's hard actually to even know where they came from, because then once I gave birth to them videos and them tweets, people shared them on all their stuff, on all their their pages and their stuff. So it's very hard, I think, to pin down. I haven't done a post-mortem on exactly where these people came from, but they came, and so that was great, and that just took up a lot of time to set up. For a while, Facebook actually it approved the video as an advert, so I guess they have some human looking at that and saying, yeah, he's this is good, and this is okay. So it took a while. But I gave it a £20 budget, and I kept coming back, and I said, oh God, it hasn't gone live yet. What's going on? And then it kicked in about an hour and a half later. So there was a bit of confusion, a few tutorials. So that was Friday. Yesterday, I went to the after I was engaging with comments all the time, and those adverts did actually bring in. I'm not going to call them trolls because they weren't anonymous, and that's the beauty of this Facebook. But my God, people, it's so different. This Facebook compared to what it was in the old days on forums. I had Greek Cypriot people coming on, all right, and I've screenshotted a lot, and I'm going to do a whole live stream about it. I want to do a bit more research and see what was going on. But some of them, as well as the good guys I met some guys that we all know, characters we all know, and they came straight in, all right, with anti-British bile, absolutely hammering me. Without seeing the video, reacting to the video, and actually I learned how to on the Facebook because a few of them, after I sort of engaged with them and I showed them this sort of little video that I've done, they deleted their comments and even apologized not apologized, just said I acted in anger and do not read out my comments in live stream. I don't give you consent. All this kind of stuff. But it was amazing. I mean, yesterday there was a guy and he worked for the Alpha Bank for 16 years, and he came on saying some stuff. And I won't do it justice here. I would have to do it where you can read what was said. But it didn't faze me. I went straight back to him and I said, listen, thank you for your opinion. It's very important. In fact, I've met it many times, and it's shared by a lot of people in power in Cyprus. And I think it's very important that you actually go on and say this, that you don't want people to, say what you're saying to me in some of the British property forums, places online. And then, I dropped something, and I couldn't get the guy to even watch the first 15 minutes of my first video. So the first 15 minutes of my first video would have told this guy that everything he is saying is absolute rubbish. He knew nothing about me. He just defaulted to this anti-British position. But listen, I don't even want to go dark, today. And it's not even dark because, if you've been in this as long as I have, I've met these people. I expected them. In fact, I welcome them because they prove everything I'm saying in my videos is true. And he couldn't see that. I just take a drink of water. I look at the comments. So that was yesterday. So Saturday, did I say that already? That I went I posted on the Eastern Cyprus Forum and Paphos people, and these are places that I used to, it's where it all began really for us. Facebook wasn't a thing back in 2008. I think when this 2005 I bought. But, I went live in sort of 2007, dipped my toe in the water. Things didn't kick off for me for 2008. I didn't have a Facebook account till 2009. This tool wasn't available then. I engaged on the forums yesterday, and I was welcomed back, and I was really pleased about that. But today, listen, let me just end on telling you about today. Sorry, that might have been loud on there. I got a lot of friends, dear friends, and a lot of them say, Connor, you got to. You got to get out there. They've encouraged me. In fact, there's a dear friend advised me to get back in touch with a lot of my army buddies. Recently, I did. And another part of the advice has been that you've got to, exercise more, get out. And this morning, I put my boots on, and I don't actually have running trainers off-road. It's been that long. But I ride a motorcycle, so I had these motorcycle boots. Well, they're actually they're army boots. All right, I said it, they're army boots. And I put them on, and I went for a run this morning. And, for the first time in a long time, I felt alive. Now that I've given birth to those videos, I wasn't looking back at what happened, in the district court years anymore, all right? I wasn't thinking the same thing like a broken record going over and over, in my head anymore. I was thinking about this live stream, and I was thinking about the contacts that I've made since Thursday, and I felt alive again, That was this morning. I went for a run. And that was after engaging on, I answered a contact on the board. I had to actually, run quite fast because there was a memorial service. Some people, they may be abroad. But it's, I went to our service of Remembrance Day at my local war memorial, and then I had a pint after that, and then I came back, and I had a lovely Skype call with a new contact. That's why the Skype thing was left in. Then Michaela and I and Zoe, we went out, and then, I just started writing notes for this live stream, and and then we've just been stress testing to see if we can talk to camera, and it's worked. But listen, thank you all. That's where we're at today. Tomorrow, Twitter. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to start working. I've done a lot of work, but I'm going to go on to the other things. But I'm so pleased. I am now talking to camera. I gave birth to those videos. It was a long pregnancy. It was a hard labor, but I gave birth to twins on Thursday, and they're out there, and they've got their own little life, and I think they're going to grow up and do some good for a lot of British expats. And I'm going to continue telling my story. I will never stop now. So listen, thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's see if I do another one Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And next time I'll be reacting. It won't be a rehearsal. I'm quite happy with how this has gone, and I'll be talking about my troubles. But listen, thank you very much. I won't take up any more time. Have a good evening, and I can't thank you enough for all your kind comments and for support. Bye-bye for now.